What is going on, reefers? We are back at it again with the Innovative Marine 15-gallon tank. Recently you saw we added in the pair of clownfish and a tester coral, and they're doing great. And today we're gonna be adding in a couple new species of coral, and we're gonna be trying out some new things so that way we can start loading out this Nano tank. Let's head over to the farm, get with Evan, and let's start handpicking some corals. All right, reefers, we are here in the farm with Evan, one of the farm technicians, coral whisperers, whatever you want to call him. He's one of the main guys here in the farm facility. And so today he's picked out 5 different frags for us, right, Evan? Yep. So 5 different frags of corals we're going to be picking out from the farm, hand picking. We're going to take them over to the Innovative Marine, and as we walk through the farm, we'll go over each frag, but we'll go ahead and start hopping through and grabbing our pieces. All right, so the first one on our list, Evan, is the ORA Red Gan. Is that correct? So this one's been around for a really long time. Yep. Super hardy frag, so one we wanted to add in, right?
Exactly, yep. Yeah, it's going to have tons of color, and it's going to have that movement that we're looking for as well.
For sure.
And being, you know, a farm piece, it is going to be one of the easier of the Gonapores to test out, especially in a newer tank.
Right, I know a lot of people kind of look at Ganies and they get a little scared. They don't want to jump right into them, but I feel like the ORA Red Gan is kind of bulletproof at this point, so
for sure.
I think it's going to be a good one. Let's go ahead and grab a frag.
Yeah.
Well, we just snagged the Gani, and right here in the list too, we've got another one that's right in front. So this is the toxic Pinwheel Duncan. I know we have a bunch of different Duncans, but this is one of the Duncans we grow out a lot in the farm. I think it's gonna be a nice one. As you guys can see, it's a nice flowy one as well. Gets some really good extension to it. You have anything in particular with Duncans you like to see, Evan, here in the farm?
They're definitely known for being hardy. They're also one that, you know, it definitely is a coral that will greatly benefit from feeding. So if you want to start diving into that, that's a super easy one to feed.
Another classic coral here, we've got the kryptonite candy cane coral. So this is one we've had for a long time. I see it all over the farm.
Where I think this is definitely a kind of coral that will shine in some of those lower flow environments. Matched up with the medium to lower light as well, I think it would be a pretty good candidate.
Yeah, I think with that scape, super dynamic, obviously. Yeah. We've talked about it a lot. What we're trying to figure out how we can fill in the spaces, what's gonna be best. That's good to know that we have some corals here at the farm that we're gonna be able to kind of tuck into those nooks and crannies. So I guess we'll grab one of these as well. All right, we've got another group of soft corals we're gonna be grabbing from. Zoanthids, everybody kind of knows what they are. Everybody loves them. We're gonna be grabbing some bigger, more chunky ones. What 2 types are we looking at here?
So the first one I picked is gonna be the frozen apples. They're more of like a yellowish, like a neon green. Good colors, big fleshy polyps, super lashy too. So we're gonna try to keep those in a little bit moderate to higher flow sections in the tank. We're gonna keep them a little bit lower light as well to keep the polyps nice and big and juicy. That goes for the everlasting gobstoppers as well.
Okay, cool, perfect. All right, sweet, let's grab those up, and I think that makes it 5 pieces, and we'll take them over to the Innovative Marine. So Evan, you were just saying we're gonna be fragging off the zoas and then putting them onto bigger plugs. What's the reason for doing that?
So on these plugs, they don't have a ton of room to grow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the small disc or plug for a little bit bigger one. That's just gonna allow the zoas to grow a little bit, but we're also gonna be able to move them if we have to. Just, you know, being the tester corals, we don't exactly have our flow and light dialed in, so it's good to be able to make some adjustments if you have to.
We are here in the studio. We've got all of our frags ready to go, but before we add them in, we're actually gonna be pulling out the macroalgae, and we're also gonna take out this Nephthya. Against my own judgment, I want the Nephthya in. Kevin doesn't want the Nephthya, so it's going into my desk tank. You'll see it's gonna live a happy life there, but for now, we're gonna add in all the frags from the farm, and then we're gonna get this tank looking poppin'.
I think we should put the Duncan right there. Zoas.
Okay, we found our first spot for the first coral.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take advantage of how the water hits kind of like that pane of glass right there and digs down right by the edge of that rock. I think it'd be the perfect place to get more of like a moderate flow for one of these zoas. Get a little bit of glue. Give it a little smear, make sure we got full contact. And we'll see what happens. For the Gani, we have like a little bit of an upward flow from the flow hitting the bottom and kind of going up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of that little lip right there. That also gives the Gani a little bit of space so it doesn't sting anything else around it too. A little bit of a natural.
So grouping our zoas together here.
Yep. And that'll allow them to grow in without bothering anything else. It's a bit of a nano trick to keep like species with each other, just so you can have a little bit of leeway matching stuff up, so that the same corals won't really sting each other too much. They'll be able to grow in a little more. We're gonna stick this candy cane in, a little bit lower flow, get a nice glob of super glue and see if I can sneak in here. All right, and then right behind the zoas, I'm gonna see if I can tuck this Duncan in. Slightly lower flow than where the zoas are, but it's also very indirect, so it's not going to get pelted by the heavier flow.
It's been a couple days since we've added in the first group of corals, and I have to say they are looking amazing in the tank, and I wanted to give you all an update. As for the zoas, they're looking nice and open, and I'm starting to see some little baby heads popping out down by the base. As for the Duncan, it's nice and fleshy and it's looking good, and the ORA Red Gan is out and nice and flowy. The kryptonite candy cane coral has started to send out feeder tentacles, so that's exciting to see. As for the fish, they're doing great as well, and they've seemed to stop fighting nearly as much, and they're looking really good in the system. I have to say, overall, I'm really excited about the direction the Innovative Marine 15-gallon is headed, but be sure to drop down in the comments below your guys' suggestion for whatever you think I should be adding into this tank. I'm also curious whether or not I should be adding in a host for the pair of clowns, but I'm wanting to hear from you all in the comments below. Well, the innovative marine 15-gallon is starting to get filled out, and I can't wait for the second group of corals to get added in. If you guys liked any of the pieces we snagged from the farm today, and if you're looking to add them to your reef at home, head over to our website now and check out what we have. If you guys have hung out all the way till the end, I want to say thank you so much for watching all the way through. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future uploads.